If you want to become an Olympic champion in racing games, the road starts here with Gran Turismo 7 Olympic Esports Series time trial. The event is open for the next few days, closing at 23:59 UTC, 1 minute to midnight to you and me, on Sunday, May the 7th. And if you're one of the top eligible players when the checkered flag falls, you'll earn a trip to Singapore this summer to compete for an Olympic title at the Olympics Esports Week. It's the second time that Gran Turismo has been one of the games featured in the Olympics Esports Series, with GT Sport hosting the online time trials and finals in the original Olympic Virtual Series event. There we saw Valerio Gallo become the first ever champion in what was a very successful year for the Italian driver. This year's competition has some slightly complicated rules, but in essence it's pretty simple. You'll need to be one of the top 10 eligible drivers in one of the 66 territories to qualify through. You'll need to be 18 years of age or older, or 21 and over in Kuwait, Saudi Arabia or the United Arab Emirates. This is limited to one person per country. A further 10 players from an additional 73 countries will be directly selected by their representative motorsport organising bodies, though it's not clear how these will be whittled down, with the 20 finalists racing in a live pre-qualifying event in Singapore for 11 final spots. They'll be joined by a driver selected by Motorsport Singapore for a 12-player final. The time trial, which you need to complete menu book 9 to unlock, is then available inside Sport Mode in Gran Turismo 7. It consists of a hot lap of Deep Forest Raceway in a Toyota GR010 bearing a special livery and on racing medium tyres. However, you don't need to post one of the top times in order to enjoy the event. If you come within 1.5% of the best time in the world when the time trial closes, you'll win 4 million credits, with 2 million available for being within 5% and 500,000 for being within 20% as well. So even if you don't end up qualifying for the event, it's worth getting on with it and getting out there, putting the laps in, and even just earning yourself a few credits. And to give you a good idea of what to expect over a lap around Deep Forest, here's a bit of an example from our very own lovely Andrew. Over 310 kilometers an hour into turn 1, hard onto the brakes into second gear, keeping it nice and tight on the inside but ready to correct any oversteer on the exit. Up over the crest, over to the left, and a bit late going over to the right hand side just to try and carry as much speed as you can. And then of course it's just left, right, as Deep Forest so often is. Run wide slightly through the right hander so you carry the speed around the outside on the exit. Hug the right hand side through there though, and then of course hug the left. Try to straight line this right kink, and you can see that the car reacting very quickly around this circuit, as it often does. Turning in late at the bottom of the hill here to make sure that you straight line the exit and don't kick into the traction control as much, if you have it on that is. And then this wonderful section through the tunnel with such high speed in this amazing Toyota, nearly up to 300 kilometers an hour by the time you get into the second tunnel, and just about hitting it before you get onto the brakes at the curb on the right before the hairpin at the very top. Commitment is the name of the game though when you come back down the hill, as you all know, around Deep Forest. Flicking over to the right nice and smooth, as little steering input as possible here to make sure that you don't wash off any speed, and let the car gradually wash out over to the right and complete a lap of Deep Forest. Best of luck everybody, you never know, it might be you that we'll be seeing up there on that stage, but for now, give it your best shot and we'll see you again very soon.